Filibusterismo, The Journey and Struggles of Jose Rizal in 1891, presented by Bilar John Leonard and Betaloso Nathaniel. On October 1887, he began writing in Colomba while practicing medicine. 1888, he made changes in the plot and revised the chapter already written. He wrote more chapters in Paris, Madrid, and Biarritz. March 29, 1891, he finished the manuscript in Biarritz after 3 years. From Brussels, Rizal moved to Ghent, where printing was cheaper. September 18, 1891, El Filibusterismo came off the press. July 5, 1891, Rizal left Brazil for Ghent. Reason: the cost of living was lower. The cost of printing in Ghent was cheaper than the Brazils. To escape from the enticing attractions of Petit Suzanne. Owing to his limited funds, Rizal lived in a cheap boarding house with Jose Alejandro as roommate. They lived in Ghent for 3 months from July to September. To economize further on their living expenses, they prepared their own breakfast. He found his jewels in order to pay the down payment and early partial expenses during the printing of the novel. Rizal became desperate because his funds were running low. On July 1891, Rizal wrote a letter to Basa saying that if no money comes, he will have to stop its publication. August 6, the printing had to be suspended as Rizal feared because he could no longer give necessary funds to the printer. El Filibusterismo comes of the press. Valentin Ventura heard Rizal's predicament. He immediately sent the amount of money needed to finish the publications of the novel. September 18, 1891, El Fili came off the press. Rizal immediately sent 2 copies to Hong Kong, one for Basa and other to Sixto Lopez. He gratefully gave the original manuscript of El Fili and the printed copy with his autograph to Valentin Ventura. Filipino patriots praised the novel. The liberal Madrid newspapers El Nuevo Régimen serialized the novel in its issues of October 1891. All copies of the first edition and Ghent edition of El Fili were placed in wooden boxes and shipped to Hong Kong, but almost all the boxes were confiscated and all the books were lost. The book immediately became rare and few available Ghent copies were sold at very high prices, reaching as 400 pesetas per copy. The original of manuscript of El Filibusterismo in Rizal-owned handwriting is now preserved in the Filipiniana divisions of the Bureau of Public Libraries in Manila.